Like its neighboring communities, an industrial base drove the city of East Liverpool's development. Unlike nearby communities, whose economies depended on the steel industry, East Liverpool's unique character developed from its relationship to its potteries. Its identity was shaped by the potter's hands as surely was the raw clay in its numerous workshops. In 1840, James Bennett established a small pottery on the north bank of the Ohio River at East Liverpool. Despite a tenuous beginning, his pottery paved the way for many other potteries to flourish. During the 1890s, the Knowles, Taylor, and Knowles pottery, with its 28 bottle kilns, was the world's largest pottery, renowned for its exquisite art porcelain, lotusware. The great wealth generated by the potteries structured the community along economic lines, however, and planted the seeds for challenges that appeared after the potteries themselves had vanished. The city's inexorable decline, brought about by the Great Depression, slowed somewhat after World War II, but accelerated again in the 1980s. In the 1990s, qualitative streetscape projects were executed, but they failed ultimately to address the intangible essence of community vitality, the arts. The city does possess abundant educational opportunities and cultural institutions. Currently, construction is underway on 2 key buildings on East 5th Street, which will house the Newcastle School of Trades. Within a block of this development lies the symbolic heart of East Liverpool, the triangular open space known as the Diamond. Project Parnassus would begin here in the Diamond. It would stabilize the historic Thompson Building and use it and 2 other structures along the 6th Street spine to house activities, programs, events, and functions which Arts Place funding would make possible. It must be emphasized that Project Parnassus, having learned from prior improvement projects, is not about the buildings, but rather community energy generated from them. Project Parnassus seeks to breathe life into these inanimate clay forms. The proposed functions involve living and studio spaces for artists who will partner with other community entities to generate community events and create public art. Sponsored arts-related startups will include businesses such as a recording studio, a ceramic studio, and an artisanal furniture builder. Establishment of an eventually self-sustaining tri-state arts and craftspersons guild will maintain a high-quality gallery and commercial presence in a key storefront. This body will assist in event planning and take responsibility for the creation of public artworks. Artist-in-Residence fellowships aimed towards helping the community will include local interfaces like free music, dance, and art lessons, musical therapy, literacy programs, the Montparnasse Cafe, a coffee house which would display art and host frequent performance events, and finally, a documentary showcasing East Liverpool's use of art-centric planning to revitalize itself. This film will be used for public relations, advertising, marketing, and for artist and entrepreneur recruitment. Also, the film will show the beneficial changes brought to a community by funding the arts through an Arts Place grant. In the near and very possible future, the Community Activities Kiosk in the Diamond will be full of activities thanks to the Arts Place funding of Project Parnassus.